Okay, there we go. Now I can. Okay, sorry, I'm speaking.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Famous
excited.
around the world.
That this is the
Oh my
last
goodness.
trailer.
The Fantastic Four.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, they all look so good.
Okay, another show of his powers. I'm glad they're finally showing us what their powers actually look like, because I'm
I
so
know.
fascinated by this.
And the
It's
fifth.
so good.
What time is it?
Okay, so I don't know if we've talked about this, but they confirmed that this is like an alternate universe than the one that we have seen. So it's like 1960s New York, but it's not our New York. And they're the only heroes in their universe.
Yeah.
See?
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I herald your end.
Yes, Emma Corrin.
No,
Right?
Warren.
No, not. Just kidding.
Julie Garner.
Gotcha. Okay,
But-
cool.
But
Galactus.
valid. Emma Corrin was in Deadpool and Wolverine, though.
Oh.
Okay. They're in distress, and I'm in distress.
Oh, Pedro. Oh my goodness. He looks so
Okay,
good.
I really respect him being like, I don't know if we're safe, and I'm gonna let you know. And the baby,
The baby?
and they're crying. Oh my gosh.
Crush him. Hide that.
The first time we were seeing their children.
I love the little robot Herbie. So cutie.
We will protect you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, flying cars. Where are our flying cars?
It's about connecting to something bigger than
It is.
yourself.
They're so sweet.
They are really sweet. I'm really digging this, like the family dynamic.
The family dynamic is great. Vanessa's gonna slay this so much.
No, literally.
I'm here for the outfits too. Oh my goodness.
I know, and the
Wardrobe.
color grade and like
Yeah.
the color palette. And I love Johnny and Sue's like brother-sister relationship, so I'm really excited to see this version of it.
Yeah. It'll be so good. I'm here
Yes.
for this. Wow. It looks so good.
Oh my god!
The soundtrack sounds so good too.
I know they had
Wow.
they released like a video of like, oh, we love a Marvel blooper. They released a video of like the choir sing. It's like a full-on choir that they got for this, which I'm obsessed with.
It sounds so good. Like, it sounds so old school Marvel. I love it. The Fantastic Four.
Okay, so first, okay. First takeaway, I love drama. That's like my favorite genre of entertainment, of media. And so I'm really noticing how multifaceted Pedro Pascal is playing Reed Richards, because I feel like maybe there's no way to say this without sounding like a really generalized statement, but in previous superhero movies, you know, the heroes are all like untouchable essentially.
Yeah.
Or they come across untouchable, and he's playing Reed really vulnerable, and like there was a lot like he looked in like he was in distress for like 80% of that trailer. Which I think is so interesting, because a lot of fans are expecting Pedro and Reed to kind of step into the gap that RDJ and Tony Stark left when Tony Stark died in Endgame. So we shall see. But that is the first thing that stands out to me.
I love it. I am just thinking about how much I think Pedro Pascal is going to solidify himself as like the next Cary Grant. Like, I genuinely feel like he's going to be like the George Clooney or the Cary Grant of our generation. Like, the way I've seen him play such different and like charismatic characters, and this character could be similar to Harry from Materialists, but he plays it in like a different, like he still seems suave and put together and like a gentleman, kind of like has that energy, but like you said, it seemed like he was playing him a little bit more vulnerable and different. And I genuinely think he's going to be the like Cary Grant of our generation.
That's
and I
such a
am
good
obsessed
statement.
with it.
Yeah. Wait,
so
that's such a
good.
good statement. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, Pedro.
I really see it. And it isn't just because I'm like deeply in love with him and think he's amazing, but he has shown to be such a like, and I read the profile on him that just came out as well. It was Variety, right?
Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair, the Vanity Fair profile, and I just loved everything they were saying because it was what was the one quote that she said where it was like he exudes everything you want a man to be, like respectful towards women and like pays attention, and he plays those characters on screen really well, but like people also are in love with him off screen and how he is. So I just am obsessed with him in this role, and we get to see Daddy Pedro. Like, are you kidding me? I love it. Him and Vanessa look like they have incredible chemistry as well. So I'm super excited to see that play out more. But it looks so good.
I know he's talked so much about like how protective of a big brother he is,
Yeah.
and I think that that transfers really well to being like in so many father roles on screen. And acting is so interesting because like he doesn't have children, but like he gets to live. I literally was just talking about this with someone in an interview that like acting is basically just the multiverse of like all the different lives you never actually had.
Oh my
And
gosh, I love that.
I was like, wait, this is kind of mind-bending to me.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about the Vanity Fair profile too, because talking about materialists and everyone freaking out about like Chris Evans character, like never changing, and like he still hasn't booked anything, so like she shouldn't settle down with him. And I'm like, Pedro has literally been so open about how his 50s was as like more or less his big break in his late 40s.
Yeah.
And I was like, all of y'all who are hating materialists are also loving Pedro's trajectory. And obviously
Right.
these are very different, what have you. But I thought that was a very interesting like tension between like reality and then the reality of consuming media was very fascinating to me. Just a little
Right.
detail that I was like it's fine to obviously not get your big break until your 40s. That's amazing. But then I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but I thought the materialists like consumption and commentary was fascinating given the fact that everybody loves Pedro, who is now getting his big break in his 50s.
That is such a good point because he
I
was
was like,
literally playing opposite the
fear-
character that was him.
I fear we're missing the point of materialists, but this is not a
That's-
materialist video. This is a Fantastic Four video. I'll rein it in.
Wait, the irony in that. I wonder if Celine Song like knew any of that when casting it because yeah, he didn't get his big break until like around his 40s, and that's the same thing as Chris Evans' character. Wait, that's crazy. I didn't put that together. Wow.
And someone else, obviously, Pedro has done so many amazing TV shows. Someone else has been in some amazing TV shows. Literally, this whole cast, I was going to say Vanessa, but obviously Joseph Quinn was in Stranger Things. And then
Oh my
Eban
gosh.
Moss-Bachrach was in Mona Lisa Smile also, as well as
Yeah.
Bear. I was watching Mona Lisa Smile, and Eban obviously came on screen, and I literally screamed. I was like, it's cousin! And my mom was like,
Yep.
what are you talking about? But, yeah, I think Vanessa is absolutely going to eat this role. Not to sound too Gen Z, but she is literally, I think, going to do phenomenal. I'm so excited to see
Yeah.
the way she balances, like, taking charge as a leader and a hero and being a mother and being a
Yeah.
wife. I feel like there's so many details. Once again, talking about one-dimensional versus multi-dimensional characters, I think they are adding a lot of things that have not all been included in a superhero before.
Yeah.
Also, no. I was going to say, is she the first mom hero that we've gotten? But no, because Wanda
Wanda.
in a different dimension has children. But I'm just paying attention. I think she's also going to have a lot of vulnerability. And this is actually from the director who did WandaVision. So I'm really excited for that.
Oh my gosh. WandaVision was like one of my favorites, so I'm really excited about that. But I also love that Vanessa, she's actually been pregnant on this press tour. And so it's been so sweet to see all of like, even Pedro being like a little bit of like a fatherly role, like obviously not, but like protective of her in the same sense that he would be in the role. So I've been watching the press tour and just like loving all of those interactions because she's like literally pregnant while on this press tour promoting it. So I think that's so sweet.
And then the next character is Joseph Quinn playing Johnny Storm.
Yes.
And he obviously is like a little bit of a jokester, as we've seen in these trailers. We haven't gotten too much of like his identity yet, in my opinion. The Chris Evans, because Chris Evans also played this role in the like original movies in like 2005.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
And then in Deadpool and Wolverine, he played it a little bit more like Playboy energy.
Yeah.
And I think that Joseph, I believe, talked a little bit about how this version of Johnny is still charismatic, still very magnetic, and like everyone loves him, but he is a little bit like more respectful of people. So I'll be interested to see how that comes on screen, because you can tell he's like goofy and like acts like a 25-year-old boy, however old he is.
Yeah.
But he's not just like someone that audiences probably won't like care about.
Yeah. I love that they're switching the roles up just a little bit, because I loved the original. I really loved it, don't get me wrong. But I do think it could have used a little bit more. Like, it could have been expanded on a little bit more. And so I think we're going to be getting that a little bit more with this film. So I'm really excited to see how they like switch things up a little bit. But
I know. I love tracking. I'm such a nerd. I love tracking, like, in my own brain from almost, I suppose, a sociological perspective, like how film decisions in adaptations change based on when they're released. So, like, a Playboy Johnny in 2005 does make a little bit more sense than a Playboy Johnny in 2025. And then Vanessa was talking about how this version of Sue is still kind of, what's the word? Not quite traditional in like, because that's a very loaded word, but like a little bit more familiar. But it's not quite just like straight 1960s, because then to the modern consumer, the character would come off as boring or not quite like someone that you could resonate with. So all that to say, I'm so excited for this movie.
it's gonna be so good.
I know. And then Eban Moss-Bachrach as Ben Grimm, phenomenal.
I saw him at a coffee shop, and I literally, there's this coffee shop in LA, and he was leaving and like going to his apartment. I guess he like lived on the street, or he was just going into the apartment. But he literally walked past me, and I literally just go, "Cousin?"
Did he hear you?
No. And then some other girls who he also walked past in front of me, they did the same thing. And then we both just go, "Cousin?" And we just like nod, and we were like, yeah,
Nice.
That was him.
Nice.
But I love him. I think he is very talented. Very talented. So.
Yeah. When was this?
Oh, I want to say this was in fall of last year.
That's so funny.
Yeah. It was really fun. It's just that LA is so weird. Like, you just never know who you're going to be like seeing on the street.
No, yeah.
But I love him, and I feel like he's been in many, many, many other things previously, obviously, but I think he's also one of those breakout stars. I hate to say breakout because he's been in so many iconic things, but I think we're just going to be seeing him in so many more projects coming up. Like, I saw him in The Bear and just was like, he is such a massive talent. Like, I can genuinely see him in so many other things. So I'm also excited to see him popping up more and more.
Absolutely. I think the pendulum is like starting to swing back towards the era of the movie star. It went away for a little bit, but I think it's starting to come back and is more like more things that people are excited for come out. Like we'll continue to get breakout stars and whatnot. Also, this is so random. But you talking about running into like celebrities all the time. I've seen the same actor from The Outsiders on Broadway. I saw him like 3 times in like 2.5 days. And the third time we made eye contact, and he was kind of like, "Who are you?" Like, I've seen you before. That has nothing to be Fantastic Four, but it made me giggle.
Oh my gosh, did you have a meet cute? Wait. This sounds like a meet cute.
Hit me up.
I don't know.
But yes, Fantastic Four, July 25th. It's about a month, so I'm very excited. Literally, I'm gonna put it on my physical calendar on my wall and circle the day in marker because I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is like the summer of superhero. I mean, we have so many different things. We have Superman coming out soon too. I mean, I'm loving it. Give it all to me.
As like Brit+Co's reigning Pedro Pascal lover, I would love like your takeaway from the trailer and your primer as we get closer to the movie? Do you have a statement for the people?
I just want to see Daddy Pedro. I'm very excited to see him as a dad. He just looks so cute. And I have to say, like, not just about Pedro, but the costumes in general were phenomenal. I thought he looked so suave, and not even just him, like the whole cast. Like, I just loved the costumes, and I thought it looked incredible. But besides that, I'm just very excited to see Pedro in this. I saw Materialist multiple times in theaters because I was like, oh, he was just so good. And I will continue to see him pop up and become our new George Clooney of this era.
Yes. Wait. T. Wait,
I know.
please put him, please, anyone watching, Hollywood, please
Yep.
put Pedro Pascal in an actual rom-com.
Oh my gosh, please. And like James Bond too. Like he's like the perfect James Bond of our generation, I feel like, because he's a little bit more, I feel like he could give us a more respectful James Bond, like a little bit more sympathetic, but still like a boss man, you know?
I've never seen a James Bond movie.
Yeah, they're like they're obviously iconic, but you know, I don't know.
Well, he's definitely, in my opinion, primed to be the new like leader of the MCU, or one of the new leaders of the MCU.
I love it.
So I'm not mad about it. And I think he has the like I think he has the personality as an actor as well as the emotional depth in his performances to do the job. Like literally, I have no qualms. I'm
his performance in The Last of Us, give him the Oscar. Like, give it to him. I'm ready. All the awards.
all the
Just
awards.
nailed it.
So I will be, sat for the Fantastic Four on July 24th or 25th. I might see it. I might see if I can see it early. But if you're as excited for the Fantastic Four as we are, let us know in the comments what you think about everything from Pedro as a dad, again, to the costumes, to Vanessa Kirby, to the visuals. We didn't even talk about the visuals. The color palette, the
Oh my gosh.
effects. It's all fantastic. So let us know what you think, because we want to yap about it with you.
And let us know if you spot any Easter eggs, because Chloe is our Easter egg queen, and I'm sure that she'll be spotting very many soon. So.
The first one that comes to mind is that Johnny, when he was flying, flew in like a 4.
See, how do you notice that you just have an eye? Like, you just see things. I love it. That's your superpower. Your superpower is Easter eggs.
Oh my gosh. I accept.
I love it. But yeah, let us know if you guys spotted any ones in the comments. We'd love to yap about it with you.
And see you at the theater.
Yep. See you.